The next night, Emma was already at the telescope when Oliver came running and wearing his pajamas. "You said we'd go smaller tonight," Oliver reminded him breathlessly. "Much, much smaller," Emma grinned. "Hold on tight." He turned the telescope's brass dial all the way to the left, and the golden glow washed over them both, themselves shrinking. The bedroom grew enormous around them. The bedpost became as wide as a redwood tree, shrank past the size of an ant, past the size of a grain of sand, smaller and smaller until they were tiny enough to ride the red blood cell express. The red blood cell looked like a smooth, round disc with a dip in the middle, almost like a tiny donut without the hole. It was a beautiful deep red color, and it was zooming through a tunnel, a blood vessel, at remarkable speed. "This is a red blood cell," Emma explained, holding onto its rubbery surface. "Your body of them. Their job is to carry oxygen from your lungs to every part of your body. Picking up oxygen packages at the lungs and dropping them off wherever they're needed. Your muscles, your brain." "What makes them red?" Oliver asked. "A special molecule called hemoglobin. It grabs onto oxygen and turns bright red. When it drops the oxygen off, it becomes a darker color and heads back to the lungs for more." As they rode along, they saw thousands upon thousands of other red blood cells flowing through the blood vessel like cars on a. The walls of the vessel were smooth and pink, and every now and then they could feel the whole tunnel pulse bump, 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 like, "That's the heart beating," Emma said. "Every time it pumps, it pushes blood through these vessels. Your heart beats about 100,000 times every single day." The white blood cell warriors. Suddenly, something large and blobby pushed past them. It was a white blood cell, and it looked red ones. It was pale and lumpy, and it seemed to be on a mission, squeezing between other cells with "That's a white blood cell, one of your body's soldiers," Emma whispered. "Watch what happens." Up ahead, they could see something that didn't belong, a germ, a tiny bacterium that had somehow gotten into the body. It was round and covered in tiny hairs, and it was trying to multiply, splitting itself in two to make copies. The white blood cell surged forward. It stretched itself around the bacterium, wrapping it up and absorbed it. The germ was gone, destroyed. Other white blood cells arrived. "Your body has millions of white blood cells patrolling at all times," Emma said. "When you get a fever on purpose to help the white blood cells fight even harder. A fever is actually your body trying to. The heart, a pump that never stops." Their red blood cell carried them into the heart, and the brothers were amazed. The heart was a powerful 4 chambers. They could feel it squeezing rhythmically, loop dub, pumping blood. The left side of the heart pumps fresh, oxygen-rich blood out to the body, Emma shouted over the whooshing sound. The used blood and sends it to the lungs to pick up more oxygen. "It's like a 2-lane highway that goes in." They whooshed out of the heart and traveled toward the lungs, where they witnessed something magical. Tiny air cells, for about 600 million of them in each person, exchanged carbon dioxide, a waste gas, for fresh oxygen. Blood cells dropped off their carbon dioxide and loaded up with new oxygen molecules, turning from dark red to bright red. "You breathe out the carbon dioxide," Emma explained, "and breathe in fresh oxygen. Your lungs work like bellows, expanding and contracting about 20,000 times a day." The brain, command center. Next, their cell carried them upward, through the neck and into the brain. Here, they found an entire nerve cells, called neurons. These look like tiny trees with long branches reaching out in all directions. "Neurons send electrical signals to each other," Emma said with wonder. "Your brain has about 8. Feel something, or move your body. It's because neurons are firing messages to each other at speeds up to 268. They watched in fascination as a signal traveled from one neuron to the next, jumping across tiny gaps called synapses. It was like watching lightning leap from cloud to cloud. "Your brain uses about 20% of all the energy your body produces," Emma added. "Even though it only weighs about 3 pounds, it's the hungriest organ in your body." The muscle team arrived from the brain. All the cells in a muscle would shorten at the same time, pulling on the bone they were attached to. "It's like a team of rowers all pulling their oars at the same time," Oliver observed. "Exactly. You have over 600 muscles in your body. Even smiling uses about 17 muscles, and frowning uses about 43. Oliver grinned. "So smiling is easier." The telescope glowed once more, and the brothers expanded back to their normal size, landing softly on Oliver's bed. Oliver looked down at his hand, flexing his fingers. There's a whole world in there, he said softly. Millions of cells, all working together, right? Even while we sleep, Emma agreed. Your body never stops taking care of you.